Alright, we's back with more of this because goddamn. It's like when you try a new food and then you realize, oh shit, this is awesome. Give me more of that. That's how I'm feeling with this game. After playing it yesterday for like that hour, I realized, man, this game deserved more of that time. You know what I mean? It deserved way more than an hour or so that I gave it. Wait, what? Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? No. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I did notice that when I was walking in the offices in the last stream, the clocks actually did reflect the current time. That was actually pretty neat. It was a neat detail. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I'm being honest. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. This is new. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. I don't know, I do like my 8 o'clock time because it's usually when I can stream. That's my favorite time, guys. That and, I would say around 4 o'clock because that's usually around the time I get home and I get to be with my bird. So, little Sparty. I let him out of his cage. And today we ate some grapes together. He only eats one. I eat the rest of it. He's such a small bird. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. Wow, I didn't think it'd actually bother to like catch that. Alright, begin the game. I'm gonna try some things. New things. Let's get new endings, yo. The end is never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Welcome back. That's the first trophy because
Stanley
I played it again.
For a company in a big building
Oh, what? Get your first trophy. I'm getting trophies, y'all. Is 8 on your side? That's early. It's 10:18 on my side. No wonder it's sometimes 1 a.m. when you finish streaming. Yeah. I'm on the Pacific, guys. Pacific time. I'm in California. Not gonna tell you where exactly, but you know. But I'm in the state of California.
Every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, he cherished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I mean, depending on the pay, I would be more than willing to deal with that kind of
very peculiar happened.
mind-numbing job.
Ever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
But if it's not worth it, then fuck that.
For nearly an hour
I'm gonna skip this part. We already know how this goes, and we already know what happens when you close the thing.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, Miss... No way you're gonna bait me with that. No. I can't stay seated for more than 2 hours. I mean, my bed is pretty comfy. Yeah, I sit on my bed when I'm streaming. But I mean, I am streaming through a PS4, so it's like, you know, TV is there. Everything is done through the controller of my headset, so would the audio headset sound a little better if I had like an actual, like, you know, proper setup where I had a good mic connected and everything? Yeah, I think so. Ah, it reminds me that I actually had like a separate mic before, but that was because I would do the Elgato capture device. Alright, what do you think, y'all? Should I step in here? This feels like it's tempting.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
You tell me. Oh, what the fuck? No, I kicked it too far. What the? Okay. I think that door is only for the Ultra Deluxe versions. Okay. Ho ho ho. Let's see what this is then. Oh, it's like a tour ride.
Hello,
reminds me-
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial
Game
success,
Factory.
it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
I see.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
More.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm
The
very
narrator's
excited
down
to see
for
the
it.
thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh, I can't just walk off the edge and kill myself. Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the
guess
beginning
I'll
of
play
a
the Ultra Deluxe.
mesmerizing adventure.
Oh, hey, friend. Why are we going?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we
I swear to
be
God, this
moving
thing better not
somewhere
fucking
or-
break.
Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Me too, I've never seen it. Yeah, Ultra Deluxe is a bit different. I wanted to get it when it came out.
Say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah. Let's go. The one time that I'm like enthusiastic to do what the narrator says.
All right.
The
All right,
jump
let's
circle.
see, it's the jump circle?
Oh, because we can't jump? Oh. Yay, we get to jump because why would we need to jump when this is about a freaking thing in an office? Just to jump. Who's the one that asked for this? No more jumping. Damn.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I mean, I assume so.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I
It's
had a good
just
time.
Elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's
Easy
see.
there, Mr.
I'm
Narrator.
ready for whatever it is.
tone down your expectations a little bit, okay? If you tone it down, you will never be disappointed. Alright, what we got here? Thank you for enjoying the new content.
You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
Glitching the game.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Yeah. Oh, shit. I guess it didn't matter what I had to say. You know what? You're right. That part did seem like very Charlie and the Chocolate Factory-ish. Just without, like, you know, the stuff that can mess you up. This is different. That's the office where you first walk out. Narrator?
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
That seems pretty sus. Alright, we're venting. Okay. Where is this taking me?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
The good old days.
I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Whoa.
Take a look.
Oh, wow. It looks like I'm stepping into a temple.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Wow.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
That's, wholesome. The Memory Zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone
Don't
remind
forget.
you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation
Take my vote.
port?
She's admitted to venting.
Back in
Vote her
October
out. Oh no.
2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. The waste.
It all meant something. National Geographic Graphs Endure Monthly. Shapes. The greatest wealth is memory. Zone, sweet zone. 2013 when the Stanley Parable was released. Oh look, there's the Steam page. The Stanley Parable. Audience Award. The 2014 Independent Games Festival. Hey, wait a minute. Did they like... You taped over it. Our First Kiss, My First Car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. 2013, there it is again. The Stanley Parable. Buy unpressurized gas. What everyone's saying. Good times. Let's begin again. Alright, that's enough of this room. Smile, because it happened. A trip down memory lane. Me first dollar! Oh, Stanley Parable demonstration. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Unachievable, it's impossible to get this achievement. Nominee. 3 nominees, I'm assuming. Or it's basically the same one 3 times. New video game releasing today. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Really? The LA Times released this? No fucking way. Oh, look at that ending where he kills himself. In loving memory of little Stanley. Oh no, it's a rat! Aww. Someone's pet rat died. Wait, I wanted to sit over here and enjoy the majestical scenery. What the?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
Do you really want to look at the
10
reviews?
From Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Did you notice
"We're
what
so
Steam
many
was called in
games
that picture?
aspire to be more than games, end up
Oh,
less
I'm
than
sorry, I didn't see it.
anything
What did it
art.
say?
Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
Just
That's
when you
how
see this in that
grand
Steam
and
picture, Steam wasn't called
all-encompassing
Steam, it
the
was called
original Stanley
overpressurized gas.
Parable was.
Oh!
It was literally every game
I mean, I read it out
ever
loud, but I didn't
created.
think
was
about it.
Skyrim, it was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now
Persona 3, wow.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Wow, it's like a peaceful shrine. Don't read reviews except this one. The only one that matters because it's 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna read it. Mind control facility. Nostalgic. It was good. Yeah, that's how nostalgia works. Makes you think it's good. What'd be down here? Memory zone maintenance. Fine, if I can't have that way, then I'll go this way. Person of the year. Sadly, it's all blurred out. Whoa. Oh, we're back here again. Why is it boxed? Wait, no, this is a different one. The end is never the end. Literally anything. People play games because of what they can do inside them. And your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Stanley Parable, Stanley Parable. Mr. Narrator, how are you feeling about all this?
Here's another moving passage, this time
Carpet
from
textures.
GameSpot.com.
GameSpot,
The Stanley
ooh.
Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been
9.
confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need
It was
new
perfect as
content.
is.
All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that.
How
Couldn't
dare
resist
they?
the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
The serious room? Wait, wait, wait. How do we get... Did I waste my jumps? Oh, wait, wait. The jumping was only in the circle, right? That doesn't matter. The Series Room 2013.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
That's your nostalgia talking. The maintenance room.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
A drink machine. Whoa. It says pressurized gas. Steam.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Not all reviews are like that, my friend. Not recommended. Oh, here we fucking go. See, there's a good one right here.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Unfunny. They called you unfunny. I'm sorry. Oh, so these are all the negative reviews that they just collected up and tossed them in these. Narrator, I don't know how I feel about this. See, look, these are the green ones, so these are probably the good ones, and then the red ones are the bad ones, obviously. Good job, me, for stating the obvious. There's another good one in here.
Okay, let's see what this one
Oh,
says.
no.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue
Noodle
as being
Shaft.
rather terse to
They actually
read.
put the names?
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
It's okay, you
Perhaps the
can't
Stanley
please
Parable
everyone.
Isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I mean, that tends to happen with a lot of games, especially like, for example, the 90s era of games. Yes, you can say that Nintendo 64 games and PlayStation 1 games were amazing at the time and everything, and yeah, it's not entirely wrong either. But at the same time, it always seems like the way you remember it, it's always like better. You know what I mean? And then you look back and you're like, whoa, man. But at the same time, because of your good memories, your nostalgia for the game, it still gives you that sense of like, oh yeah, it's good. But who knows? Maybe some people who played that same game ended up not liking it either, so. I played a lot of Spyro the Dragon. I can't say that people who aren't really completionists or like collecting stuff, you know, if they're not down for that, they're not gonna like Spyro the Dragon. Oh, Do I have to jump down there or fall down here? Oh no, I'm stopped by a ledge.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Oh.
I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
It turned into nothingness out there.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you with just the push of a button, you'll
that clock's not accurate to my time right now.
It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue. It goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by
narrator?
Back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or
oh God, is he doing this on purpose or?
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Can we go?
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this.
Yeah, damn that Cookie 9.
Rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Like if they can re-edit it or update?
Better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps that would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole
Can you just open the door, please?
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely.
Are you done?
Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review so that the feature is not widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with pressurized gas altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game.
It's the best game. Strange how they would say Twitter but won't say Steam.
From the ashes of debate,
you know what? You have a good point there.
the phoenix of quality. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That
the door's gone!
Well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate,
narrator.
I do suggest that we not press the button.
Open! Where's the door?
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Yeah.
Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
It was right here.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort or a window.
Can't you
or
just
something
conjure up
like
a
that?
door like
Is there a
you've
window
done
here?
before?
A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall?
No.
I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other
We can't go
than the skip
anywhere.
button. It
There's
wasn't
nowhere.
there before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
I wish I
Is there
could.
any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all.
There
I'm
is no
asking
option.
you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going
Is he
to step
rambling
away
about
for just
doors?
a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
No, you won't.
Just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Does something actually happen if you listen to him? Oh my god, I'm actually tempted to see if something does happen if you listen to him. Let's skip ad. I don't know, I haven't played this game, or at least this version of the game. Narrator! Oh god, I almost choked. I can't find anything. There's no way the narrator will come back. No shot. No shot that he'll come back. I don't believe it. They're probably gonna think, oh no, the player is gonna be way too impatient to like wait around and actually have the narrator return. But then again, they probably thought about that too. They're like, okay, what if someone is actually willing to wait? Surely there'll be something for that. Oh man. Press everything but the skip button. You can't jump. What does that mean? Is it because I pressed X a bunch of times? I think he goes crazy, but I'm not sure if it's this one. I don't know. In Far Cry 3 or something, if you wait long enough in the beginning, you get the ending of the game. Oh, really? I know it happens in the witch's house, too. I remember seeing that, like, an alternate ending where instead of entering the witch's house that, you know, the game kind of prompts you to do, and you just wait, like, a whole hour, actually, like, just sitting outside. Eventually, like, basically it's implied that the witch dies, because as it is, she's dying inside the house. And so if you wait long enough, then yeah, she does die on her own. And then you could just walk away. However, if you're if you want to like do it faster, obviously, and just you know, obviously find your way out, then yeah, you can just enter the house and get it over with and get the whole game content that way. How long's it been already? I feel like I'm going crazy being stuck in this freaking room. I don't see anything up there. And even if it was up there, I don't think I could reach. Narrator! Oh, I want to press this. Let me press the button. Ugh. Okay. We're literally watching the minutes go by. Okay, I'm assuming we'll find a door if we skip it. Right? Right.
Stanley! Stanley!
Did you get the door?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really...
What the fuck were you doing in those 12 hours?
My God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Okay, at least you were doing something.
Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it.
Oh, you
and
can't,
I
huh?
have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
I mean, you have no other way out for me.
And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I never even met Cookie Nine.
Exactly.
I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child, wild and impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative comment. What does such an impulse serve? Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Whoa, what happened to the plant?
Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
I have someone to talk to again?
I think it's been a week.
A week?
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here.
What was that noise?
A single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters.
And again, a week, and there's no way out of the room, huh?
I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing Oh,
whoa.
Hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and
whoa, why is it slowly lining up?
I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
A year?
I sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year. Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Regret,
there is
huh?
only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I
The
felt
plant's
nothing at all
dead.
but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment.
So it's been a week and then it jumped to a whole freaking year.
Life. All of it collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It
And
was
still
an
a year,
impossible
and there's no way out.
wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it.
He's quiet. Why is he suddenly quiet? Oh, it's a friggin' fire detector thing. Smoke detector. The batteries are dead. Alright, the clock fell. Nothing happened back here. Okay, okay, that beeping's getting annoying.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the
Oh, you came back.
But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
Are you
It
not
wasn't enough.
entertained?
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek and are...
Alright, I don't need you complaining yet again about a review, and that even before you were saying, why am I getting so obsessed about it? I never even met this person. And there he goes, going back to it again. Oh, what? It's leaking. Okay. This seems to be the only way out. Going forward in time.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, we found the part where he got crazy. Whoa. I was right. Is this the only way out? Time is wearing down the building. This is our way out. Yeah, I can actually skip in this ending. I found one when he just rambles on. We're getting close. Whoa. Oh, what happened? It was so pretty. What happened? Freedom! Oh, shit. Oh man, we made it into the world of Mad Max. Witness me! Tap on the phone is my worst enemy, as you can see. I guess we would just walk out into the desert. Alright, let's head for the sun. Went too far, the end of civilization, yeah. It was Fury Road time. Oh, we made it! And here we are again.
All of his code
That was interesting new content.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. I'll bite. I like how that was the thing to get my attention. New content. Thanks for noticing my sign. Oh, we just skipped all that, huh?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
2? The end is never the end.
Yes,
again. 4 to 7.
Far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Testing
This
2
is what
printers
fans
at the
have
same
truly
time.
been asking for.
I don't think they wanted a sequel investor showcase, huh?
Calling
Okay.
it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Taste the
Ultra
sequel.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. They're back. 2 doors. What's this? Paradigm shift. Synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Okay. Color red. Leverage. Holistic. More TSP. Better TSP. Win-win. Sequential mindshare. Oh man, I don't know if this is a good idea, narrator. I don't know if I want a sequel. 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if
2
I can
eyes, 2 ears, 2
organize
nostrils,
a
2 arms, 2
handful of
legs.
interesting concepts,
Who took the red
it's
marker?
sure the
Me.
game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all
Scrum,
work
design,
itself out.
pitch,
Game
break,
development is
pitch
much
design,
more
number
of
2
a
chat.
fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2. Half-Life 2. Batman Arkham Asylum 2. City. Divinity Original Sin 2. Oh, okay. Doom 2. Aladdin 2. No, that one was not good. Dark Souls. Oh! I've seen Dark Souls 2. And it is considered the worst of the Dark Souls. You say Dark Souls 1 and 3 are the better ones. But not Dark Souls 2. Collectively is what I've heard. Wait. I was gonna say, there's no way to put an apple on there. Product placement. This way to the show floor, huh? Okay. Ooh, new features. New content. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. The Stanley Parable 2. Wow.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket. And the merch. The end is never the end again. Alright, I want to go to the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes.
Can't take that.
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Is this like a joke based on like people picking up random shit when they're playing these first-person games and just carry it around?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Especially like in a horror game where you're trying to calm yourself down, so you just pick up random shit and carry it. Bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
For the endings. You can take that bucket, I think, for the endings. Oh, first rule buzzwords. Keep them simple and stupid. What's this?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
It's like when you flip a coin and then you realize, oh, this is what I really wanted, even though you got the decision. Okay. Oh my god, he changed everything.
Or actually,
whoa.
Maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Oh, what's this way? Space like infinity, distant space-time, distant past, time like infinity, whole like infinity falling. Time and depth opening. Oh, no, give me this math shit. It's too much for my feeble brain.
Stanley,
what's
here's
this?
An idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I'll do that later. But that sounds pretty cool. Free and easy trophy. It just works. Get it here. Why not? Free trophy. Pull the lever. Receive your new trophy. No more steps. Get yours now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified.
Locked.
This is technology that will exist.
Oh.
Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Okay. No trophy for me. You baited me and I hate that. But it's infinite. Yeah, I know. I want to check it out, but because I'm gonna fall forever, I'd rather do everything
What
first
else?
before I fall
What
forever.
other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
What's this? Can you find them? Collect them all. Whoa, what is this?
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
What
you
the hell?
simply collect all of them, and then you move.
Am I getting
ahead
closer
on
to
with
it?
your unremarkable life.
Oh yeah, I am. Whoa. These hands reaching out for it's a little... Yay!
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it.
The jump circle!
Absolutely tragic.
Oh
You know
no!
what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Oh, I didn't think it was gonna come back. The exit is that way, okay. Over here, okay. What's this? The button says the name of the player that is playing the game. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. Ooh. The baby is all grown up. The baby. Bankruptcy. Oh no. There's the button. Red is the new orange. A whole new office. Enjoy the new features. Oh, there it is. Hear your name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the
Too
first
big,
and most
too
obvious
small,
answer is
just
that they want
right.
to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
There's no way it's gonna say my name.
Jim.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Taste the
But
sequel.
of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you
Imagine
role
if someone
play as
played
Jim
named
to
Jim
really
actually did
simulate
play
the
this
full
shit and recorded and
experience
all
of
that.
this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim.
I'm already imagining myself living as a Stanley.
Seizing all of the
Now you're telling me to be a
world's
Jim?
possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described
Jim
you.
Stanley.
Do it again, do it again.
This is not the kind of Jim that I want to be friends with, though. I like the other Jim.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break
No.
from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Good for you. I didn't hear anything open, did I? Okay, no. Alright, well... You see open the doors over here?
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work
Epilogue.
of finishing this feature.
Oh, that's where I came in. Okay. That's new, it says. Wait, how do I get up there? They blocked off the exit. Oh, wait, right here. There we go. Oh. Settings world champion. Oh, okay. Can't go that way, gotta go this way. It told me no, but sure, let's check out the That's New thing. What we got over here. Is this the epilogue thing I saw?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
At the end? You heard Jim in the game. The button that says Jim. They literally just changed it. Alright, let's go check out the infinite hole. That's the last thing that we haven't quite looked at. We already checked out the collectibles, that thing, the trophy thing. Oh, that was the, that decoration room thing. Okay. Alright, infinite hole it is. I'm ready to fall forever. Actually, that would be my worst nightmare because I don't like that feeling of falling. It's why I don't like those rides where they go straight up and then they just drop your ass down. Yeah. Nope. I don't like that. There's no way they actually had collectibles around here, did they? Oh. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? Yes. Whoa. Oh shit.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you
Can I
can
get
press
out?
the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press triangle.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Don't tell me what to do.
Sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I already saw everything else. Why would I want to go back up? Whoa.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Wait, what?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say
So you mean
that
I'm gonna
it isn't an
splat when I...
astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Infinity
From
means it
one
goes forever,
perspective,
though.
The infinite is merely
It
philosophical
got dark.
in nature. It's more of a...
Oh.
Okay, well, good
I'm
for
alive.
You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
Yeah.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Don't you
I
judge?
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Maybe I'm the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said
We've been
something.
bamboozled. Yeah.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
It's not
If that
mostly.
works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
No! Let me stay down here in my bucket. Meeting at 2 p.m. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Can't I just stay down here, or am I not gonna progress? Okay, fine.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my... Oh, for heaven... I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It did, actually. I could still see the light.
Like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
I mean, I pretty much saw everything, so...
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this
I
stuff
put myself in this so I can get myself out. Oh, wait, what?
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I
Whack.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax...
Hey, someone was smoking here. Look at all these cigarette butts. Either that or they're just tossing it down here.
Stanley, I have no explanation
Like a
for the
big old
uncertain
trash
nature
can.
of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
What?
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. The shame of my
What?
lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity.
It's a divot.
A very aggressive divot.
Yeah.
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
It's
who am
mine.
I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit
That's
the
right.
teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the teleport button not working?
It is
You
not.
sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing?
Nope.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Fine,
a
I don't need
win
you.
for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
Yeah. And I
Take
have my
care,
bucket.
Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
I have my bucket. What the? What's with the music? Well, narrator didn't want to be here for this. We're going down with the hoe. Ah, yes. We are reverse transcending. Since we're going down. Whoa. Change your perspective? Whoa. Holy shit. That's really suspenseful music. So that's Stanley, huh? Who is he modeled after? Whoa. Change your perception? Oh, yo. No, that is not so cool. Eh. Is it gonna get better? I'm like waiting for a beat to drop and it won't drop. Oh my god. No, that bothers me. Holy shit. We're diving down deep. Puppies! Oh my god, they're so cute! Oh my god. Oh, there's so many! Look at that one little bandana handkerchief around him. Change myself. I know it's cycling through, but oh my god, they're so cute! Oh, I like that animated look one. Cartoony. Whoa.
Stanley? Stanley!
What?
Stanley!
I'm enjoying the
Good,
dogs!
you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Aww.
But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Alright, see ya. Oh my god, those puppies were adorable. Hey, we're back here again.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
But I already have my bucket. Can I leave? Oh wait, I don't think I went up this way. Oh, there it is, the exit. Alright, we're done.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted
Yes.
to? Ready to move on now?
At least the hole was pretty cool. What the hell is this?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I don't think you should put the infinite hole.
Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
There it is!
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding,
With the
Stanley?
epilogue shoved over there.
This isn't a coherent video
There's
game
two
at all. It's a
infinite
lot of
holes.
gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
Go back to your
I can
roots.
take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right. Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Alright. What you got for me? Whoa. Okay. There's no shot that it's actually gonna be a thing. No, it's probably gonna be just like the original, and then they probably add the freaking random infinite hole.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I swear to God. Oh, the
All his
balloons!
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I have to admit, I feel bad for this one. This is all he does: sharpen pencils all day.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes! Why is this gated off like that? What the fuck? That wasn't there before. There, the balloon is just sitting there. I'm just realizing that with the addition of the collectibles, they're probably hiding somewhere. Okay, maybe not here, but... This is where the new content door was.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Hell yeah. Thank you,
And
Mr.
there it
Bucket.
was. Had the
Or
bucket
Mrs.
turned out
Bucket.
to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Alright.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh,
Stanley took the door
no.
on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Yes, bucket. My precious. Wait a minute. The intrusive thoughts are coming back in.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
what?
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious
I'm
fact.
actually tempted to see
He was
what will
firmly
happen if we
convinced
play
that
the bucket.
had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Unthinkingly. Always interact with computer input when you have a chance. New dialogue with the bucket. Hell yeah.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Okay.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
It's my precious. Yes, precious. Into the dark room.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
What's happening?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley
Sad?
and his bucket. Once upon a time,
Okay, I got my bucket.
gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Is this my apartment? Not a lot of counter space. My bucket! Come back here, precious. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Precious trying to take me to work with you. Yes.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It
Yeah.
doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Where's my
Whatever
bucket?
Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Where? I can't turn it off. Where's the bucket? Where are you, precious? There you are. Press circle to take me back home with you. Yeah! Is the input? Oh wait, I can't go that way.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something
Where?
to him, but I don't know how I can
Where is he?
convince
Oh.
him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Yes. Alright, we're going with the bucket ending.
Anyway, Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't you slander my bucket. Don't listen to the loud man. Press square for us to go back home. Yes.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to.
Hey, yo,
Now
what?
all he cares
Is that
about
looking
is
like a bucket?
awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
To ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yeah, okay.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Damn right it does. There you are. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Push triangle to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room
He's
to
watching
another.
TV. I'm scared to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from
What the
room
hell?
to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
To go home to work to home to work to home. Oh God.
I'm having feelings. For the
Why
bucket.
is this
No,
mood?
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with
What's
me?
his
I
mood
don't
lighting?
understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Oh, look at that. Picture of the bucket. Jazz nights. Alright, we're gonna have a sensual night with the bucket. Oh, this is weird.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No!
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to
You
me
can't.
now. Give
Close
it
your
or-
eyes. Go back to work, Stanley. Rule 34. I literally ran like a dog when they say, "What do you have in your mouth?" and then they just run. Where's the bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, wait a minute. Why was there like a guardrail thing and it's like stopped here? Awaiting input. Input received. What does that mean? Hey, the computer had the input thing on there. Now I want to do it every time. Okay. Well, we got one. Okay, I'm gonna listen to him. If I see a hole, I'm gonna
When
jump in
Stanley
it.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Where's
Feeling
the
a
infinite
wave of
hole?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase,
Where's the
Stanley
hole?
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hey, look!
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
You can flip
no
it once every
reward for
reset.
collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Yay. Oh wait, this is different because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Where's the infinite hole? No! Not the panda. Well, as usual, it goes nowhere. Where's the hole?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
It's too dark.
By sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where is the hole? Oh, look.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Oh,
Another
God.
Stanlerine under your belt.
I want to find the hole. Oh, man. I mean, you show me the bucket. You show me the balloons, the figurines. Where's the hole? Oh, God. I became what he hated. I'm someone fixated on holes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Yeah.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright, where's the hole?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? I don't see the hole. No, I'm gonna go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? Are you saying that to spook me, or...
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Sure, I'll risk a violent
At
death.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh. Oh god, are we jumping in? Yeah, fuck it. Splat me. So where's this violent death? Oh, what the?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story. Trapped
I should have brought the
forever in his narrow
bucket.
vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted
The bucket would have
final
saved me.
end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Alright, well. It is what it is. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh, what? Alright.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know. What the hell? What is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Whoa.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I was already dead? Oh man. Omaru wa shinderu. Nani? Office layout. Oh yeah, this is the way you walk. This is where you start. Do. And then you go over here, and then there's the doors. The corridor. Filing cabinets. The two doors. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. The office. Well, this is interesting. Office computers. Oh, I can turn them off. Ha ha ha. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Button sounds. Credits. Um, 431 and 436. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. What the hell? Where did I end up? The boss's office. Screen from the development of the boss's office. Ah. There's the office clock. What the hell? Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Oh shit. What was that? Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Oh. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Countdown room. The early versions. The monitor room elevator. At a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up and or down. The freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this and the players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the two endings together instead. So that looked like the way out. Game design mock-up. The lounge. The early version of the lounge. It looks so sad. What the? The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone will lead to a different ending. Oh. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. That's good. They just knew. One option, two options. Obey and disobey. Maintenance. The doorway to maintenance in the lounge in the original, back on the track option. Oh, vent. What about this? There's a vent. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you enter. The meeting room. Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Probably the first one. The game is now paused. Oh, the escape menu. Wait, escape menu? For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending levers. These are already part of the Zending. Pull lever and the narrator described what color they had pulled. Okay. What the hell is this? Zending model. Zending. This screenshot depicts another version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what the hell? Whoa. Trailers. Oh wow, I feel like I stumbled across the bonus scenes and all that. Or the extra scene stuff, you know, like all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Interesting though. Get to learn more about the game. The lounge. Underground. Another version of the underground portion of the game.
Stanley stood on the roof.
Narration outtakes. Kevin, oh, that's his name? Kevin Briding, the voice of the narrator. Record dialogue.
Well, try the other one then.
For the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from
Now
early
look closer,
takes.
Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room.
We're
Perfect
now using
example
the
of
final game.
level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you're probably spending
Alright, alright. So we're back here again. Whoa, what the hell? Fun. Warzone? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens? The action game would become ascension and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too joking on the nose for the tone of the game. Thus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh. The alien base and everything there. Whoa, the frame rate's like Ultra Deluxe announcement. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. Ah. What the hell? There's a money ending? Oh wait, okay. Okay, I already went there. Wait, what the hell's this? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. Well, we had initially planned to use the further promotional materials. We never found the perfect use for them. Here are the selection of those emails. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference? Aw. How's the game going? I hope it is as good or better than the first one. From a cool man. Okay. Are you a rock? What is the strange number? Can you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? Okay. Asking the narrator. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? So these are people actually sending questions, huh? For instance, on a scale of Max Ernst to Salvador Dali, how surreal will this game be? Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? And finally, the most important question. No! I didn't get to see the most important question. Congratulations. Okay. That's pointless now. I didn't see the most important question. Oh, shit. Are these designs of the room? Stanley's office. For the left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created on November 2011, second 2012, and the third in February 2013. Oh, so this was the first model of it, huh? Oh, look, he had 2 computers before. Well, I think I've seen everything. What the?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I think that was a reset.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What happened to the other narrator?
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I chose death. You already said I'm already dead. What does it matter? Alright, well that was pretty cool though. Got to see some side information. Dead. Oh yay, we're back here again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Where is the hole?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I was nearly to the end, and I found no hole.
Was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? What? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
There's a collector thing.
Not to think about this obvious fact.
How do I get over there?
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
But I'm down here now. I need a card key. Danger everywhere. What the hell?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
Aww.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true...
What?
My goodness. I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game.
You're not
if
taking my
not
bucket.
quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
No.
Please, step in here for a moment.
Can I go back? Oh, of course, she locked the door on me. Oh, God. Where did I go? Oh. Why'd you give me the bucket and then try to take him away from me? Oh my God. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Oh,
Simple,
okay.
Right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Oh God.
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
You son of a bitch. You pulled a freaking Jigglypuff scene from above thing on me.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Now I'm afraid to answer.
Correct.
What?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, I honestly just guessed.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Can I go down and look? I can't. Oh,
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
you son of a bitch.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket. To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
You're making me look like an idiot. This is a bucket. It's Jigglypuff, seen from above. I feel like this is a trick question because I feel like there's a bucket hidden somewhere. Oh.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket?
At this point, I don't even care anymore.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Ha.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No. I just pressed the button
You know
randomly.
what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What
Oh
is a
no.
bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Oh
I can't
no.
have that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
He got rid of the
What happened?
reassurance
Is
bucket.
everything gone?
What?
Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah.
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Bucket
And
is starting
you'll
to seem,
know
become
that
like a
it's
funny
all
word to
up
say
to
because you said
But
it
if
so
you
many
run into
times.
anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Okay, we got a bucket ending. Okay, I have an idea. What the fuck?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna see like a bunch of boxes at some point. Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting
I
room,
know.
but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Alright, got my
And here it
reassurance
was.
bucket.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Carefully. Carefully. Aha! Alright, I'm gonna get that figurine. Can't stop me.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
I got 4.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think?
Figlies.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? I'm sure it will come to me.
I'm a completionist. I'm sorry. I like saying these kind of things. And now, how do I get down? This is very precarious. Event! Whoa. Whoa, where am I? What the fuck? Narrator? cassette tapes. Narrator dialogue. There's all a bunch of narrator dialogue cassettes. Lost cat, Jean. No.
Okay, this is day number
The
295.
fuck?
Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
What?
Emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
It's a reassurance bucket.
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket.
Whose voice
But
is
I have to
this?
be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
Whoa, that escalated quickly. Okay. That was wild though, I'll admit.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to
Oh my
himself,
god, there's the
"That's all
boxes!
I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all."
All the boxes came in! Oh shit. Oh my god, they're everywhere! What have I done? Ah.
Warmth spread through Stanley's eyes.
Yeah.
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? What? No, never mind.
Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
It was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
Okay,
Go
so apparently
somewhere
that was
else.
the ending to take the
cargo
bucket.
lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because
I have an
buckets
idea.
can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
It's fine.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me serious. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Oh, comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here.
No, don't show me an educational video.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Oh?
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
I mean, we could try.
The answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit,
all right,
with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half. Pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded,
why these guys yelling like the Simpsons?
To inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
Okay. Are we done?
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times.
Oh my God.
Just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time.
Oh God, these faces.
Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well,
yeah, I was gonna say it looks like old
I think the
propaganda.
fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Oh, he's letting me through. Oh, what? He put railings on it.
This time,
hey, wait.
I'm really going to nail the delivery. Talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
Thank
Well, I
God.
wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
Oh, the board's gone.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
He wants me to backtrack? What? Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. What the fuck? Okay, I have to walk all the way back. What the? Whoa, 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 what the hell happened? Oh, man. Alright, here we are.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Well, I already went that way.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right. To the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All
that sounds like a
because
you
couldn't
problem.
watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Okay.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door.
Is he gonna do the whole thing all over again?
Here we go. You ready?
Oh my God.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. What the?
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten.
Aha!
The
So
phone
you're the
comes
problem.
immediately after the
Blaming it on me the first time. Well, okay, that was kind of my fault, but still.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
Oh no.
I think
No.
I need to go back and rewatch that instruction.
Please, don't make me watch it again.
Surely that will help me improve my...
Don't make me watch it again. Don't make me watch it again. Please don't make me watch it.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes.
Oh my God, he's doing his puns.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar.
Oh my God.
No.
Stop. He's doing dad jokes.
Making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
He's not holding a bucket though.
More instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Amazing. I got an ending from that. Oh, the boxes are gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I found another one! Oh man. Well, I got 2 inputs.
Stanley picked
Come
up
with
the
me.
bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay. Trying this way. Oh, what the fuck? We need more planks. What? Warehouse access plan. Construct new structurally sound bridge. You mean that's what the freaking planks were all there for? Mission sentence. I have a sequel exhibit. Oh, that's right. Oh! It's actually keeping track. Low, looks like 427. Ha ha ha. 5. There B. Just take it from me. Gotta collect them all. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Some are both red and blue. Thank you. Good luck. There will be a reward for finding them all. So that's what they're talking about. They're talking about... That, I saw that thing. Trust the completionist instinct. Sure, why not? Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The
What?
aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Yeah, I know you do.
This is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
The
That your
audacity.
relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I've never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries
Oh my
detailing
God.
the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Is there a prompt for that?
Let it. Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Yeah.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of
Property
things.
Stanley, I love that.
All right, I've got a second sticker back
Oh?
here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's a
Yeah,
privilege.
yeah, yeah.
See? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications.
Of course, it's a bucket. Alright, I got 2 stickers. Do you have a third one?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Coming to a staircase,
stairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Aha!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
Oh my God. Figler and Marines.
And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Yeah.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket
am I crazy?
But said nothing at all. And that's strange, Stanley thought.
It's the property of Stanley.
The bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance.
No more reassurance.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket.
Someone stole a reassurance bucket.
With someone else's bucket. This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would
my
come
bucket.
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed,
oh
he
no,
noticed the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious!
Oh,
he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Where?
Stanley,
Where?
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his.
What the hell?
None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley.
Whoa.
Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh no.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Uh-oh. Okay, that was pretty intense.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Am I gonna pass out with a bucket next to me?
Got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, she
But on
has
this
one.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions, how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket.
If only he had a bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought. And she hugged her own bucket.
Man, and that bucket even had like my sticker saying that it was like my property. Man, that's a personalized sticker. That's pretty good.
Work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all the way to work. What a Chad. Chadette. She's not like that loser Stanley who left his bucket at home. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps we simply missed the memo.
The good old bucket. Just
It has my stickers.
bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was
Hold on,
not
I have an idea.
the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Going down.
Oh,
all right,
Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Assets. We care about you, Stanley. Wait a minute.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
It's
We've
the
come
line.
together here because
There's
we care about you very much. It's this
the broom
bucket you're
closet
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
The Adventure
Because that's
Line.
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another
It's an intervention.
story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Oh, they actually moved the thing. The Adventure Line. They fucking did an intervention.
Whee!
What the?
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh no.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a guppy. Oh man. You're not gonna make me give up the bucket. Don't you even insinuate that. It's my property. It's looking a little sketch.
Don't forget it, Stanley. We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
What's his red light?
Is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you
No.
agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Surely
you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley.
No.
Say goodbye to the bucket. and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No! Can I sabotage this machine?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well,
yeah.
You see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10
shaking.
personality traits. What other object in this game
Whoa,
can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort
narrator,
of bucket
this is getting a
destroyer
little
merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
No!
Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Oh shit. Did it just blow up? Am I dead?
Bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you. Tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here,
rip.
You were magnificent.
Well, I wonder if that would have been an ending too if I had given up the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his...
I'll see what happens when you feed him the bucket.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Alright. We will learn to part with the bucket.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket.
I don't remember this mannequin.
The Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
All right.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Engine import. All right, fine. We reached it to the end.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley?
All right, fine.
To get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
And let's get rid of my precious.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Right.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Can I throw myself in there? No.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with
Why
only
isn't it
one
let me put it in there?
personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer
I'm clicking. I mean, yeah, I'm clicking on it. It's not letting me put the bucket in there.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly
I'm
now.
trying.
The fans are waiting. Do it for the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Okay, so that was really pointless. Oh god, I did the whole freaking ending again. I thought I could give it the bucket.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Okay. Okay. Alright, I gotta try getting a different kind of ending. Just to make up for the fact that I repeated yet another one. Oh, the phone's ringing again.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
Oh.
If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. No input.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a
Yeah.
committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Somewhere both red and blue. Okay, okay. We're getting close.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh wait, no, this is the insanity one. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course, so that's a late. So, That's a lovely purse. Or boy, that's a lovely purse, whatever. Ah, the elevator goes nowhere. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the whip, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yes.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Yeah, reassurance
the
bucket.
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Number 3? Does that mean if I press 3 like 4 times, would something happen? Alright, number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
Yeah, what?
Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
What the hell, bucket? I thought you were here for me.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly. A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind.
What?
Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again? No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket. And the bucket said nothing.
The bucket's not excited. Man.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3. And began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion.
That's how you pronounce that?
He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know.
Tales of loss and fire and
appreciated
faith?
What he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Wow. Bucket, you let me down.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
I mean, sometimes even with a significant other, I mean, you could try to show them, like, oh my god, I'm really into this, you gotta try it, and then they don't really vibe with it that much either, so... That shit just happens. Yeah, go back. Wait, he didn't say anything this time.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
Oh my god.
He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand.
Oh my god, it's this.
For months, he advertised and marketed his
all eyes
press
on
conference,
Stanley.
building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Stanley live on stage. Oh my god. 3333.
This was it.
3427.
One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your co-workers. Alright, all for the number 3.
There was no one here.
What?
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear.
We really need to press that over and over.
Talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure.
Whole conference here, 3.
Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
Oh no!
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant.
Bucket, no!
They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the
After
obvious,
everything we've been through.
Any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
Damn.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Wow. That was depressing. I mean, I remember the last time we went on that, we had that ending, there's like a bunch of people excited to hear about the up and down thing with the elevator. Oh, not this time. Not this time, Bucket. You let me down. Oh, shit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Bucket let me down.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And here it was, the lounge.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So what happens if I go over here? Or would it just be the same? No, actually, hold on. There's something I want to try.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Maybe.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
And there it
Aha!
is.
I found him!
Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley.
The Stiggly Wiggly.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
So many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements. You've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all.
You
but
would?
That would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Oh.
So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Oh. Damn. I don't feel so good about this. Okay. Last time I completely disobeyed and went blue, so let's try red.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Really?
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way we're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about this.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the hell? What is this?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Is that a big deal for you?
I actually feel happy.
Can I leave?
No, wait. Where are you going?
What? Oh, yo, what the fuck?
Right. Where were we?
Whoa. But is that it? Okay, yeah, I've had enough. What is this?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay, that's inconsequential to me, though. I'll just come back. Ba, ba,
Please,
ba,
no,
ba, ba.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
So this is what you meant. Okay, okay. Oh, it's red. Whoa, what the hell?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Dizzy. The lights. I don't know, man. It's looking like killing myself is the way out of here. Alright, intrusive thoughts are winning.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Sorry, man. The intrusive thoughts are getting through to me. 1, 2, 3, go.
No!
Oh, that wasn't high enough to kill me.
You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
I'm slower, but I can do it again.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't.
If I land the wrong way.
If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm ending it, narrator.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I feel a little bad that he was actually asking for that. Oh god, I'm walking slow.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
But can you let me leave? Come on.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
Whoa. Alright, no.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally...
No, it's because you have me trapped over there with a bunch of lights.
From being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. You're not.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is your...
That's right. It's my choice. That's because you don't let me leave the room. You have me stuck in this stupid room with lights.
Is it over?
Oh, that's it.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Wait a minute. Okay. This is the last one. Last one. But I'm gonna do something.
Stanley, I'm sorry.
What the?
But I have
what?
to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figures. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every
He freaking
last
coyote
one.
trapped me.
Wasn't it just
I thought this was real.
intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Don't know why.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Again?
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay. I can't believe he coyote trapped me. Or the coyote, yeah, coyote roadrunner thing. I freaking ran in there thinking it was real and then just smacked myself right into a wall. Is it down that way or... Okay. Oh.
Here's where it all began. The first
Can you find them?
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Yay, I got 7. 7 out of 6. Are we done here, narrator?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Wow, thanks. You're not much different from my parents.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your 3rd mini Stan? Can you remember?
I think it was the warehouse.
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Figanli, not the 3rd.
I'm not good at this, okay? Don't ask me to remember things.
They're so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they?
Yeah.
If the warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
That's right.
Let's see. What came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
It must have happened. This is getting... Okay, I remember that one.
Mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
No. Oh my god. It's like those old YouTube videos. Holy shit. What's that down there? Oh my god. This is taking me back. You found it under the stairs. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, it is old YouTube. Directed by the narrator. Best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of
time
making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Good job, narrator.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes.
Yeah, that was the last one, actually, yeah.
They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
That's surprisingly accurate.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. You are in the present.
And then,
what the hell?
There was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh. Okay, bye, memory zone.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Oh,
shit. Some
shit.
way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
I I don't know about this narrator.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Okay. This is what you want, narrator. Let it be known that you were the one that asked for this.
Where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yeah. Don't play it again. Don't play it again. No.
Yes. I love
thank God.
Video.
Why is it dark? Narrator? I can't see anything. What the hell? Why is it black? What the? Okay, that was a weird glitch. Holy shit. There I go. That's what I get for saying don't play the video, and it freaking messed it up for a second there. Weird.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley.
I don't remember it either.
No memory of this one. Good room though. A solid room. These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Can I go into the other one, since I didn't do that one? I guess not. Damn. Me and my shitty memory.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Oh, this is the thing here. The collectibles. Oh wow,
Look,
really?
It's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it.
The jump
now.
circle.
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I feel like we're gonna go back in a way where...
Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I feel like this is gonna go down a bad path. Oh wait, it don't matter. Regressing.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
What?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back
I can't
then,
move.
I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
Wow.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion.
Oh, that's
even if
nice.
He was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it.
Oh man, we've got too far back.
I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more?
Oh man.
Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Finger typing. Oh man, we've gone too far back. He's gonna get rid of Stanley. Not if I end it all first. That's right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
I'm missing
trace of
one.
his co-workers.
Oh, balls.
The embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
I'm on a mission.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
You
meeting
retire Stanley like this? Well, I'm gonna retire him
No.
this way.
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. A cargo lift, yes. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket, but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket,
Oh shit.
his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Bam, I got it. No! What happened? Oh shit. Oh shit. Welcome Stanley to heaven. Really? No. There's all a bunch of buttons. What the hell? Do I have to press them all? The heavens ending. It doesn't matter. They just light back up, right? Yeah. How do I get out of here? This is very interactive with the computer every time. Oh man. How do I get out of here? I do like the noise it makes. Oh, it's making me a little dizzy though. Do I eventually get to leave, or does it restart? Too bad there's no skip button. Unless there is and I'm not seeing it. Well, at least we finally did it. We got it. Reset manually, you're trapped in heaven. Oh, man. Well, we did it. We saw it. We made it to heaven. Alright, well, that's a good way to end right there, though. That was nuts, though. I didn't think I'd actually get, like, the last input. Oh my god, look, there it is again. Alright, yeah, we'll stop here. This was pretty good, this was pretty good. This was a good run of it. This was really, I had a lot of fun with that one. Alright guys, thanks for joining for another run of the Stanley Parable. So a lot of ultra deluxe features this time. Different endings, especially with the bucket. Long live the bucket. This is the bucket episode, basically. The bucket stream. All about buckets. Alright then. Good night, guys. And I'll see you next time. Take care.